All right, happy Tuesday, everybody. We are live talking about the weather for today. No big surprises for this afternoon or tomorrow. It's later in the week. We have some changes that'll push into San Antonio, which we'll talk about all in a little bit, probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes. But if you have any questions, comment down below. Give me your questions, guys. We'll be on talking about weather, all things weather for the next 10 to 15 minutes here on Ken's 5. And answering your questions. If you're traveling across the state, across the country, you can always take a look at what's happening nationwide. Matter of fact, Midwest seeing a lot of cloud cover and a lot of rain and even some severe weather in the last 24 hours. And that's continuing for that part of the country well north of San Antonio. We're just dealing with hazy skies and a lot of sunshine out there. Matter of fact, let's take a look. Morgan's Wonderland Camp, Calaveras Lake, San Antonio International, all seeing similar conditions. Maybe a little bit of a haze out there, but nothing too concerning. A lot of it is dispersing and moving out. As a result, we're seeing nice and clear conditions out there for your Tuesday. Meantime, temperatures mid to upper 80s. These are some of the temperatures around the region from Helotes to, let's say, Lakey, San Antonio, 86, 87 at Pleasanton. And we have a south wind. It was a little breezy yesterday afternoon. We saw some wind gusts near 20 to 25 miles an hour. Very similar today, but on average 5 to 15, a light breeze with occasional gusts near 20 to 25. Meantime, temperatures across our area, 89 at Austin, 89 at Del Rio, 89 at Victoria, 88 at Columbus, 88 in San Marcos. On our radar, it's quiet. There's just not much action in our area. You zoom out, you go west. Let me just go back to that real quick. Here's radar. You go west, and there are, a little bit of more cloud cover, between, let's say, Eagle Pass and Laredo. That's not much, though. And just probably a little bit of light rain across the border, some light showers moving into that part of the Rio Grande. So if you're watching from Eagle Pass to Laredo across Webb County, excuse me, Maverick County, there will be a couple of sprinkles and isolated showers out there for the next day or so. I don't think it's really going to impact us here in San Antonio. We'll stay quiet, partly cloudy, and just dry for today's forecast. Take a look. Today's timeline, 88 at lunchtime, if not near 90 already by lunchtime. 92 at 2, and then we're climbing into the upper 90s by 4 and 5 p.m. I think we'll top out about 97 to 98 degrees for your Tuesday. And again, there's that forecast. Sunrise this morning was around 6:45. Tonight's sundown will be around 8:35. Clear skies and just a lot of heat. Heat index probably on the range of 100 to 105 around the South Texas area. Now, with high pressure moving west, which we'll show you in a second, that'll start to introduce more rain in the forecast. Right now, we're calling for spotty downpours between Thursday and Sunday, but it looks like it goes up a level by early next week. Reason being is because of a weakness in our atmosphere. High pressure is going to be out west near Arizona, Utah, Southern California. When it's not overhead, it's not aggressively hot. It's still warm, obviously. Upper 90s can still be dangerous. But instead of that, instead of triple digits, we're in the mid to upper 90s, closer to average this time of year. And when it's out west, when the high pressure dome is nowhere near Texas, it keeps the door open for consistent rain chances. And you can see on the outline right here in the graphic, 20 to 30% between Thursday and Friday, and that could easily go up to 40 or 50, just depending on what exactly happens with this next weather system. Like I told you, out west moves the high pressure dome towards Las Vegas, but notice how Texas is right in the middle. There's high pressure near Florida and high pressure near California. Texas in the middle, and what that will do is send in a weak disturbance from the north. And a few of these may continue over the next couple of days. You can see as we fast forward, this front will probably push in sometime between Thursday and Friday into North Texas, stall out by the time it gets anywhere near us. But notice South Texas could be in the realm and area. We see kind of these outflow thunderstorms moving in from the north off that boundary. And that means pretty decent rain. 20, 30, 40% on the coverage right now between Thursday and Friday. And watch what happens as we go into Saturday and Sunday. It stalls out. There will be, again, 20 to 30% chance that happens. And it looks like early next week, another disturbance drops in from the north, and that'll touch off another chance for rain. And right now, the rainfall forecast could range anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to maybe 2 inches of rain. That's between Houston, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, and the Hill Country, and even out west towards Del Rio. We just have to watch where these storms form out north and how they drop into South Texas. That'll tell us more about our forecast here in San Antonio. All right, we have a weather impact alert for this upcoming Monday. That'll be ahead of that next system. And right now, 40 to 50% chance that happens again on the 22nd and 23rd. Otherwise, next 4 to 5 days, generally quiet. Yes, there will be a couple of isolated showers, very spotty in coverage. Not everyone's going to see rain on Thursday and Friday. But again, depending on how these outflows move in from the north and move and drop farther south into San Antonio, to I-10, around our metro, that'll determine, again, who sees rain the most on Thursday and Friday. This weekend, generally quiet, some isolated afternoon showers with daytime heat, mid-90s. Still hot, but near average. I mean, the average this time of year is 95, and we'll be running that same mark this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, that's when we're seeing in the models low disturbance dropping in from the north. And depending on how far that drops in from the north, and if it drops into South Texas, that could mean even better rain chances. Right now, we're putting an alert out on Monday afternoon and Tuesday for 40 to 50% coverage on those storms. Again, subject to change as we get more forecast data in. We just want to show you, give you an update as more forecast data comes in. As people have outdoor plans in July and summertime. It's summertime, they go to the beach. People go to the beach, to lakes, rivers, and they want to know, obviously, it's going to be hot, how hot it's going to be, but also if there's a significant chance for impacting weather, and that's what we're doing here at KENS 5. The most impacts we're seeing out of the next 10 to 14 days is, again, maybe Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, where, again, depending on how this pattern shapes up, and if that low drops in farther south, that'll mean decent to fairly good rain chances this upcoming Monday afternoon and next Tuesday as well. So we'll keep you updated here on KENS 5, of course, subject to change. Mid to upper 90s through Wednesday, going to be near 100 degrees by Wednesday afternoon, 97 Thursday. Because of cloud cover and some spotty showers, we'll trend down on the rain chances, depending on, again, how many people and which areas see rain. Some high temperatures may be limited to the lower 90s or even upper 80s. A lot like last week where it was hot, but we saw a pretty good amount of rain just scattered across the region, which San Antonio got in on a lot of action last week. I think it's a similar pattern hanging into this weekend. 20 to 30% chance at scattered to isolated showers. Better chance Monday afternoon into next Tuesday. And then by the latter half of next week, we're cruising into the middle to upper 90s. Very similar. Rain chances there. We'll take it. It's better than triple-digit heat, that is for sure. Especially as we head into the hottest time of year. Late July, early August is historically the hottest time of year. So the fact that we're seeing mid to upper 90s, even some lower 90s in the forecast, that's something to be happy about because it could be a lot worse. I always like to remember that because August, July, hottest time of year in the Northern Hemisphere and, of course, here in South Texas and San Antonio. So that's the forecast. Alert day is Monday afternoon and Tuesday for the possibility at higher coverage of showers and thunderstorms impacting our day. Decent chance Friday, but of course, mainly afternoon showers. 30 to spotty chances for rain on Friday afternoon, the 19th. All right, we'll leave it on the forecast a little longer, guys. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Be safe, drink water, stay hydrated, and we'll leave it on this 14-day a little longer. Tune in to KENS 5 News at noon for the latest on everything you need to know in San Antonio, from news to weather. We'll have another update on KENS 5 News at noon.